Hey, what's going on? Actually, if you're looking at this listing, it is a Houston Craigslist listing, May 28, 2014, for a Tascam 1884 in great condition, as you can see. Pretty much amazing condition. Studio kept, non-smoking, so you're not going to get any of that. And every single thing on it works. It's a FireWire interface, a DAW controller, a monitor mixer, a MIDI interface. Well, you can read all that stuff from the post on the listing, or you can check it out on Tascam site. And I'm just going to run through it and let you see that everything works. So let's start with the faders. Move this out of my way so I can move it. I'm actually going to be controlling it with FL Studio, which is one of the hardest things to get things to talk to. So if it works with that, typically it'll work with everything. I'm using MCU protocol. So Mackie Control Universal, which pretty much everything does, uses. It also uses Huey protocol, so it'll work with Pro Tools. So let's get started. First and foremost, let me show you that faders work. As you can see, fader moving as I move it on the screen. Perfectly. Second fader responding to movement on the screen. Third fader, fourth fader, fifth fader, sixth fader, seventh fader, eighth fader, and master fader. Oops, I got it stuck on the screen, so I'll actually move it up here. It's a little too high to reach, but as you can see, that's moving too. So everything works. Now let me turn the metronome on so you can see that it plays. Okay, let me pull up a song. I'll just pull up some generic FL Studio tracks. Do I have any on there? Oh, cool stuff. There you go. So anything that happens, I didn't make this, so hey, it's FL Studios. I have no idea what's coming up, but you will be able to see that everything works. So this has 8 faders with the 9th master fader, but it banks through everything. So you basically have as many faders as your project has. This will control just by simply banking. It also has a shuttle and a jog wheel, which I'll show you as this gets to play. Now this would normally light up if I was using this as an interface, but I'm not using it as an interface, but it does light up when audio is actually running through it, but I have it running through my other interface. Okay, let's speed that up. Let's get to the action. There you go. So imagine doing this with the mouse, right? I can get to any point in my song. Shuttle. Okay, so I just did that. Now let me get to, I'm moving my window. It's so much better. If you don't have a controller, you really need to get one. As you can see, I have other stuff, so you can go up and down your project simply by pushing a button. Okay, so let's get back to this. Okay, let's start muting some tracks. Okay. You know how hard it is to chase tracks with a mouse? Like, this takes away all that. Okay, let's see if I want to just hear this. Okay, let's get to the next track. Next track, next track. Okay, let's bang, because I need to do some stuff over here. Okay, now let's see, without using a mouse. Now mind you, I haven't touched one single thing with the mouse since we started this video. So let me just go ahead and unmute a couple tracks. Okay, so now let me go to some really good ones. And a bank over. Okay, that's the end of the track. So let me get back to where it's playing. You see how quick I did that? So let me lower some stuff. Lowering and raising the volume, all with my fingertips. I'm not using the mouse at all, if you notice. Bring that back up. So this is how you're supposed to mix. It just makes your setup look so much more professional when you do this. Your YouTube videos, if you're making beats, this is exactly what you need. Let me bring the track back around again. So basically everything works. Oh yeah, I didn't rewind. Fast forward. Everything works. These also do buttons where they'll pull up things on the DAW. I mean, basically, you know, you get a full range controller. It's also a MIDI controller, and it's also a monitor mixer, where you can basically mix anything that you have coming in. So if you're running keyboards or whatever, you can actually do that. You can check out your computer, your inputs and everything through the monitors, so you can see how loud your computer is, how loud your inputs are, and how loud both are. If I had all that stuff hooked up, right now I just have the FireWire in. And mind you, it's doing all this and it's only one FireWire cable hooked up to the computer, so it's very easy, great setup. It's one of the best controllers probably. If I didn't have another controller, I probably wouldn't get rid of it, but I do have another controller. I'm not in a rush to sell, but I'm pretty sure it'll go fast just because of what it can do and the video showing that everything's working in the actual situation. You know, hit me up if you're interested. If not, then hey, oh, it's also extendable. These panels come out so you can have it expand to something this size. So it starts out this small, then you get the other parts. I think it's called the FE8. And you just keep expanding until you have a full console. So it's really good for starting a studio. And you know, you can't go wrong with the motorized faders. You can't go wrong with being able to control everything, and it just steps your studio up a notch. Anyway, that's it.